Hey everyone, I have not posted a video in a little bit because it's been the summer and we've been having fun just doing summer things. So I had not kind of given an update how the end of our year went. To be totally honest, we did not finish most of it, and that's okay. This is our third year homeschooling, and I'm like, that's the reality of this, at least for a type C personality like myself. So I just wanted to give you guys an update on things that we were continuing through the summer. I don't know if that's everyone's thing, but my kids were super disappointed about it, but we've kept it super, super light and fun. We took June off pretty much because of vacations and just fun things going on. But now that it's July and after the 4th, I was like, okay, we're jumping back on it. There's some things we need to finish. Did a couple days here and there in June, but now we're kind of go back to a Monday through Friday vibe, but just a shortened version. So I wanted to show you for my first grader, Max, we are finishing up our Foundations B. We're probably on lesson like 60 something. I think 68 is what we did today. And there's not a ton of lessons, so we're definitely gonna finish by the time summer is up. And I think that'll be perfect because I have noticed, especially, I think everyone talks about it, like during the summer, everyone loses a little bit. And so it's been kind of nice. Like even today, he was like, AI, what does that say? So I was like, okay, that was just taking a couple weeks off and just not practicing every day like we were. But yeah, this will finish up here by the end of July. We usually do one lesson a day. And I know I've consulted with chat and it recommended that we could even split it up if you wanted to turn this into a whole school year, which clearly we did because we're not even finished with it through the summer. But it's really cool. And it's very like, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little much even for me sometimes. I'm like, whoa, this is like, I have to Google like what each thing kind of means sometimes. I'm like, what are they saying here? But it's cool too because they have like the worksheets already that line up with the lesson, and it's pretty easy to do in that sense. And then there's little readers that go along with it. I had to have like the whole kit that it came with. The whistling whales looked so cute, and I think I've mentioned this in other videos. My kids are not like cheesy kids. They don't want any of it. They're like, ugh, this feels like preschool. But I still like will pull it out and be like, oh look, there's the words that they used it in. And sometimes he's into it, sometimes he's not. But another really fun thing I wanted to talk about is we're still doing just random lessons of our functional nutrition, and that's wild root learning. It's pretty awesome. Like I think that they've done an amazing job, and I just realized on their site today that they have a younger student books coming. They already have them out, and it said that there's even more coming in the end of 2026. But it's just so cool. Like the lessons are just easy and fun. A lot of them have like a cooking aspect, and the kids really learn from it. Like when we go through this, I feel like usually at some point in the day they'll be like, oh, the fermentation, that's what we learned about. And I'm like, oh, you did get it. Like you learned it. We can't seem to get through the blood sugar part though. Like they are not understanding that. But that's okay, they're kids and they love sugar. But yeah, so we're doing a couple of those lessons here and there just because it is a little older. And so we're just taking our time, and we can honestly just go back. I can always repurchase too the student workbook as my 7th grader just gets a little older and things like that. Like I can redo it with my younger one as well, but I do plan on purchasing their younger ones. There was like it's like a series. There's like a blood sugar regulation. I'm not remembering like the other ones, but it looked so cute. And I think it's for ages like maybe 3rd to 6th grade. So it's a little younger. You can tell that it's kind of like, this is a little bit more mature looking, which I think my 6th grader liked. But we just haven't gotten through it, but we're taking our time with it and it's super fun. Another thing that I'm like really enjoying is these young man magazines. We have 2 boys, so just made it nice that it's very, it's beautiful to look at, which is super fun. But it's just like super focused on men and like their journey as like Christians and the work fields that they work in and just all the different things that, at least as a mom, like I'm like, it's fun to see other men doing different careers. And even this one is like not time. We haven't gotten to this yet, but I'm really excited to kind of work through some of that stuff. So it's super cute. It comes once a month. This was our first issue, and I just got an email that our next one is shipping out. So it's just kind of exciting to get something fun in the mail. And then we're just doing random reads from, I cannot remember if this is from our, we got Study of Field, and then there was the Beautiful Feet books. We had a couple different things that we kind of pulled from this year, but we didn't make it through all the books. So this one we read today, and it's Home in the Woods by Eliza Wheeler, and it's super cute. It's basically like a little family that is going through the Great Depression. They lose their dad, which is so sad, but it's like 7 kids and the mom trying to survive in the woods, and just all the beautiful times that they have as a family, kind of just working together and getting through the different seasons. And it's a really, really beautiful book. So if you're looking for kind of that living book, this was definitely it, and it has beautiful illustration. So that's kind of it. And we always do a devotional. Sometimes I can find I'll eventually show this book, but it's Streams in the Desert, but for the juniors. I have the adult version. I kind of enjoy the kid version better, I'm not gonna lie. And then I did today just like a Jesus Calling, because that's what I could find. We're in the process of selling our house, so everything's been kind of missing, but these few little key items have been really just kind of fun to pull in and out throughout the summer. And then this month of July, we're gonna kind of just finish up the curriculum that the boys were working on. And then another one I was gonna mention that is super fun, if you have like a student that needs a little more help with math facts, are going into 7th grader. He's not quite there on all the multiplication, and there's a drill team on, I don't know if you're familiar with Nicole, the math lady, but we found her through, we were gonna do Saxon math, and then I realized that there was this assistance that Nicole, the math lady, does the lessons and works it through, and then we actually pay for the extra so that he can actually answer there, and it gets you like all the grading, and they just do the lesson with her, then they do the lesson practice, and everything's on the computer, but they have all the workbooks that the Saxon math came with. And then also there is several more that she's coming out with that we have not tried, like the Math UC, Singapore math. I think she has 2 more coming out, which are amazing. But we just discovered with the math that you purchase through her, like say you do the year lesson plan for whatever math your child's on, there's something called the drill team, and we're having him go through that right now with the multiplication, and it's been really fun. It's got a hint of cheese because they have like this cute drill team that like, you know, works out, but because it's musical, it sticks. And so even in my 7th grader's like, oh my gosh, Mom. Then after, he was like, that was actually kind of fun. So anyways, we're doing that for multiplication, math facts, just trying to get that really solid so that as he goes into 7th grade with all the algebra kind of really starting to take off, that there's just nothing holding him back. So that's what we're doing for the summer, and I just thought I would catch you guys up, and if you have any questions, I'd love to hear them, and hopefully I'll be posting some more content here soon.